Happy holidays and welcome to Mind and More, where we talk about anything that comes to mind and more. Today, let's talk about one of Community's Christmas episodes. Because of its stop motion animation style, I'd always skip season 2, episode 11, but when I finally watched it a couple of days ago, I realized I was missing out. This episode left me in tears. It's heartfelt, touching, and relatable, but it also has some funny moments sprinkled in. The episode is titled Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas, and it's one of those episodes that quickly made it into my top 10 community episodes after the first watch. I'll give you a quick recap of the episode before sharing why it's so special. In this episode, Abed has a mental breakdown and starts imagining that the world around him has turned into stop-motion animation, and that these stop-motion characters need to find the meaning of Christmas. To help him, his friends play along with the stop-motion animation thing and help him find this meaning. Abed has always imagined that life was like TV, but this time is a little different. He genuinely believes everything is animated. This breakdown is a result of his mother telling him that she won't be joining him for Christmas this year. Ever since he was a child, every year on December 9th, Abed and his mom would watch the same movie without fail. But this year, his mom sent him a note saying he was a grown man now and that she was starting a new family. She would therefore be spending Christmas with them instead. My heart breaks when I think about this. She was essentially abandoning him and moving on. As a coping mechanism, Abed resorts to imagining that they were in an animated movie because creating a fictional world around him was easier than facing reality. Abed was in so much denial that he tells himself that the date was December 8th instead of the 9th. When Troy corrects him, he responds that that can't be right because if it were December 9th, his mom would have been there. This is truly sad. He repressed the memory of reading that note and kept telling himself that his holiday tradition with his mom still stands. Abed's friends helping him find the meaning of Christmas turns into an adventure with a number of great songs and revelations. Apart from finding out what's behind Abed's mental break, we find out that Annie grew up with the holidays being a confusing mashup of traditions and that Pierce didn't want to go home because it was depressing that time of year. Eventually, Abed and his friends realize that the meaning of Christmas is the idea that it has meaning. Basically, Christmas can mean whatever you want it to. After his holiday tradition was broken, Christmas had lost its meaning to Abed. But after realizing that the power to control the meaning of Christmas is in his hands, he's able to face reality again.
The meaning of Christmas is the idea that Christmas has meaning, and it can mean whatever we want.
So why is this episode special? Apart from how it just pulls your heartstrings, you have to watch it to understand what I mean. The episode holds several important messages. Messages on loss, dealing with emotional pain, coping with change, growing up, and moving on. The first thing is that loss can change the meaning you attach to things. I've had places that are special to me because I went there with a particular person. But once that person was no longer a part of my life, that place no longer held any meaning to me. For Abed, Christmas meant spending time with his mother, watching the same movie on December 9th. When that tradition was lost, the meaning of Christmas was also lost. However, that meaning didn't stay lost forever. Abed realizes that Christmas can mean whatever you want it to mean, and it now meant spending time with his friends, his new chosen family. Secondly, sometimes life forces you to grow up. This is usually not a pleasant process. I just remembered a lyric from Taylor Swift's song, The One, where she sings, "If you never bleed, you're never gonna grow." I would imagine we all like to be comfortable, and there's nothing comfortable about being pushed by circumstances to leave the things you're used to behind. We're often not prepared because we don't see it coming. Abed didn't see his mother starting another family and leaving him to face the holidays alone coming. It's like being thrown into the deep end and then right then and there you have to learn how to swim. Although it was overwhelming for him at first, he did figure things out. But in order to figure things out, Abed had to face his pain. He initially ran away from it by repressing memories and dissociating from reality, but there was no way out but through. He had to acknowledge the source of his pain was his mother abandoning him and that there was nothing he could do about that. He could, however, choose to move on. The choice to move on can be very painful, but there's one thing that can make it easier: knowing that you're moving on to something and not just empty space. When you leave something behind, it can feel as if you're moving on to nothing, but that's not true. It can just take a bit of time before you realize what exactly you've moved on to. Abed moved on to spending the following Christmases with his friends, making new traditions. If this is a time of change for you, I hope you find ways to bring new meaning into the holiday season. I hope you all have a beautiful and peaceful festive season, whether you're spending it alone, with family, or with friends. Personally, I'm happy to be spending it right here with you.